Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Fireside. I'm Zach, and I'm here with John. And today we're going to be watching season 1, episode 8 of WandaVision, and it's called Previously On.
I'm first of all, I'm gonna jump in here and say, uh, I like this title.
Yeah,
I can tell you it's gonna be a very expositional episode.
yeah. It's going to tell, since we found out about Agatha Harkness last episode, at the end of last episode,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Previously On, we're going to be seeing more of her role throughout the
The
season.
season,
Because it's like
correct?
Previously On, and maybe it will be like I'm thinking it might be an Agatha Harkness episode where it's like mainly about her,
Right,
kind of
right.
like how
Well, that's
episode 4, the exposition episode, had a lot to do with Monica.
mm-hmm.
So,
and that's what I suspect. The question for me is, what do you think it will end on before the final episode?
yeah, that's see what I'm wondering is I'm I'm going to guess and bet that the last episode they're going to do like a 45-minute or an hour episode for the finale. Or they'll give us a surprise 10th episode or something cuz like 30 minutes unless they can really wrap it up
Well,
nicely.
this
But
episode's 46. I think
oh, it
that's
is, damn.
getting longer. Longest episode yet, maybe,
Nah,
maybe
yeah, I
not.
think it is. I can't remember.
Anyways, I think where we will end up is I will think Vision interrupts
Yeah,
what is going on between
because
Agatha.
because Darcy and Vision are doing their thing,
Correct.
and so
And they're just getting slowed down, bogged down for
and at the end of and then there's the post credit scene where Quicksilver, like Monica was snooping around. Oh yeah, she's snooping, and then Quicksilver, that's what he said.
popped up.
Quicksilver showed up and then startled her, and he said Snooper's gonna snoop. So people are thinking it's like, oh no, he's bad because people were sketched out about him at first.
Right.
But I'm thinking that he might be good. I don't know.
I think the verdict's still out in my
Yeah,
in my case.
and we don't know if it is. So the actor is Evan Peters, and he played obviously Quicksilver in X-Men. So we don't know if that is him. If that is that Quicksilver or if it's.
Ooh.
I feel like it must, like, for me and a lot of other people are feeling like it must be, because it's like you wouldn't just take that actor, but there's also the multiverse. So obviously that guy
Mm-hmm.
exists in every
In
multiverse. Not maybe not
multiple.
necessarily as Quicksilver, but he exists in the multiverse, and probably multiple times as Quicksilver. But yeah, who knows about that? So, but what else happened last episode?
Well, we had
Why can't I remember? What happened outside the anomaly? Let's see. Um. Oh yeah, was that when? Oh yeah, that's when Monica got her powers. They like
correct.
rammed into it and it didn't
She
work.
forced herself
Yeah,
through
yeah.
and got
She can,
proton
as
energy,
far as we know, she can absorb
kinetic
kinetic
energy.
energy or something, like when she got slammed down on the ground, and she
Didn't
can
seem to
see
do
the
a whole lot.
electromagnetic spectrum, like at least radio waves or whatever, because that's what she was. I think that's what she was seeing.
It was
Isn't that
very
what's
colorful.
across the telephone wires? Radio waves.
Electromagnetic waves. If they're carrying an electrical signal, yeah, it's generating an electromagnetic wave.
But
It's
like,
just really small,
yeah.
but on a wire that big, it generates a decent wave.
But what, like, where on the spectrum? Dude, would you say?
Um,
Because I wonder.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
because I think there's a superhero. There's two superheroes in the comics that I think one of them is Monica and one of them is either Monica in old issues or it's her mother. What was her mother's name? Did you see Captain Marvel?
Nope.
So her mother.
It's one I haven't seen.
I forgot what her mother's name was, but there's two superheroes. One's Photon and one's Spectrum, and I think Spectrum has the power to like travel in. She can like turn herself into the form of anything on the electromagnetic spectrum or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So that happened. Um, yeah.
So what do you think is gonna happen this episode?
So this episode, yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot about Agatha
We covered that.
Harkness.
We didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to think what else, but
Shall we
Yeah,
hop
that's
in
about
this
it.
and find out what's going on?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Salem. Okay. So we're going back to the witch trials. So far, like this,
Power.
she did a good job at like acting there. You know what I mean? Like, cause her character was acting.
Right.
That was really
Right.
interesting.
So it was still an act.
Yeah, I guess she did that on purpose, huh? The ultimate actress.
That accent really comes and goes, doesn't it?
That's funny how they mention it.
Storylines?
I was like,
That's something special, baby.
at first I was like, she better not eat it. Now she's doing this. Like, ugh.
What's your secret, sister?
Oh, okay. So she's interested in Wanda. Okay.
That's a lot of magic.
Yeah.
It's time to look at some real rerun.
Oh, okay.
Reference to the earlier episodes.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's when that happened, I guess. Damn.
So is Pedro's the older one, correct?
They're twins.
Oh. Another door.
This is
I
gonna
don't want to go back there. I know you don't.
this is gonna be the experimentation on them with the.
The only...
She's starting to not come across as entirely evil, but she still seems like it.
Kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Has survived direct contact.
Radio's on. You asshole.
Yeah.
Do you not know how to work the console right in front of you?
Just...
Again.
Wait, what the? She's just there and then on the ground instantly.
What happened in there?
Oh wait, they don't. I was like, wait.
would have died on the vine. The broken pieces of you are adding up, Buttercup. I have a theory, but I need more.
So I think she's suggesting that Wanda already had some powers, witch powers, and then the Mind Stone, and that's why I didn't kill her.
Right.
But what about Pietro? Yeah, I guess the same because he's a twin.
Oh, so where are we now?
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the yep. There's the Malcolm in the Middle episode.
Because it can't all be sorrow, can it? Because I've never had a loved one to lose. What is grief? If not love, persevering.
That's pretty deep.
Oh,
This is right after she snapped back, I'm guessing. Okay. That's gonna be what's his face, huh?
I have to buzz you in.
I got it. Thanks.
So she didn't necessarily break into the facility, like he said. They kind of let her go
Yeah.
through. So she didn't steal the Vision's body. Because the footage showed her breaking into those doors, and then breaking this mirror, and then her standing above Vision.
I think she's gonna go back for him.
Yeah, let's see. Hayward's definitely up to something.
Getting pretty suspicious.
Unless he's Mephisto, which is a suspected character. Alright, so there's Westview. Okay. But Vision's not there.
All the cast members, all the people in town.
I bet that car that she's driving is a product placement. They were showing it quite a lot on like the full.
I don't know if it's ever clearly depicted a decal.
I saw a logo on the back. Yeah, right there. I don't know what that is though.
It's Buick. That's how it opened, didn't it?
Wanda.
It's a studio.
With the live studio audience. I think the first episode was called With a Live Studio Audience.
This is chaos magic, Wanda. But that makes you the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, No
Dun,
shit.
dun,
Nice.
dun. Well, okay.
All right, so we'll let this play in case there's an after credit thing. So far, that was my favorite episode. That was really good.
That was a good episode.
They
It was
basically
really
covered,
heavy.
they basically covered everything, except for what the fuck Hayward is like, because like in the footage when Hayward was talking, he's like, she stole the Vision's body or whatever. It showed the footage that it showed was her
Was her
breaking the
just-
door because she just walked through, and it showed her breaking the window, and then everyone scurrying away, and then it showed her standing over the
Over the
Vision's
body.
head, and that's all it showed. So it didn't even show her taking the body. And so, but he mentioned, I'm not going to let you bury $3 billion of vibranium. So I'm guessing he sees this anomaly going on or something. Vision's in there, and maybe it's all about money. He just sees money. I don't know. but he's also in a sentient weapon. I feel like it's not
Director.
money. It's a sentient weapon program thing. So he wants a weapon. I don't know.
I wonder where Monica and Pedro were this episode.
Well, Monica.
Because they ended with Snooper's gonna snoop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What the hell?
So they didn't make an appearance this episode.
So they're gonna make an appearance next episode to help Wanda, maybe,
I'm assuming.
because Monica wants to help Wanda.
I don't know. So, well, this is the
Oh.
question. More content.
Sir.
Ready, sir.
Oh shit. Is that gonna be actually Vision, or is it gonna be some fucking messed up version of him? Yep. Yeah. So that was the drone they put into Westview and tried to missile down Wanda, and then she came out and threw it back, and it still had like her magic on it and stuff because it changed. And her magic is from the Mind Stone, so directly from the source. So she's this. So they put significance. So it's not just like, oh, my superhero name is the Scarlet Witch. It's like they put significance on
is a
what the
reason.
Scarlet Witch is.
Right.
Which is like a powerful
So-
being. And in the comics, Wanda and a few other, like there's a few other heroes, Doctor Strange, are what are called Nexus beings. And Nexus beings apparently are beings that are capable, where their actions are capable of affecting multiple dimensions.
I see.
Like there's
Okay.
uber powerful beings, you know. And so, yeah, so she's obviously one of them. Agatha, so the kids I think are real.
Yes. I agree.
Because she can create reality, apparently. And apparently she had powers before the Mind Stone. Or was Agatha just speculating?
I
Because she was like a probability hex, huh? Like, or was...
I think that's what she recognized it
Because she
as.
also didn't... She's also the only one... Her and her brother were also the only ones to not die from the Mind Stone. Like, whatever gave her powers. I'm assuming the same thing happened to Pedro. I'm
I
not...
couldn't tell you. So my thing on this one is, where is... I don't think Agatha's antagonistic any longer. She is not evil. I failed that prediction.
She's not evil?
No.
So why is she threatening the kids?
Because
Like, what is she...
It's
So she's threatening the kids. What does she
end of
want
the
from Wanda?
episode-
Wanda to surrender or, like, kill...
the end of the episode didn't end, positionally wise, didn't end anywhere different than the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Agatha is still making Wanda do stuff. Now, before it was by putting her in that room of runes where her magic didn't work.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you're gonna listen because I've got your kids.
But we don't know what she necessarily wants.
I don't, at this point, I don't think it matters.
Because I don't think she, like, made, like, give yourself up or, like... What did she say at the end? Did she say anything? Fuck.
She called her the Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you can create reality, like what instantly, but you
create-
choose to make breakfast for dinner. So I think like they did a good job explaining the whole why it's a sitcom.
Right.
It's not like the show ends and it's just like it was a sitcom just for the sake of like our entertainment as audience. It's like
Right.
there's a reason why it's a sitcom, you know.
Right, and I really like that. I really like how in every scene there were matching sitcoms running in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, the Malcolm in the Middle and stuff. Yeah.
The thing with Agatha is even if she wants something that's sinister at this point, they're both gonna have to team up, delete the new threat that the director
The
is
evil
creating.
vision or the yeah.
And they'll probably end at bygones is my bet.
What does that mean?
They're just
They're not enemies, but not like they're
Yeah,
friends, but like
they're
just-
not enemies, but they're not friends.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
I feel like that's kind of more towards where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that, or Agatha, if she is the big bad, or
Second theory is Agatha is doing this because she's here. You need training.
yeah, I was getting more of that vibe of like, it's like you're a powerful fucking witch, like you need to
You can
control this
Figure
shit,
shit out.
or something, but just with like the fucking throw things around the kids.
Yeah. It's just-
Is like, I guess that's just to get her to listening or something. Yeah.
Well, outside, I think outside, the Scarlet Witch's power is much stronger than Agatha's. Overall, her power is just much stronger.
way stronger. Yeah. 'Cause she's like, how do you do it? And it's just like, I just do it.
I have no idea. I just did it.
And so yeah, the mind control when they're like, when Vision unlocked Norm, which was one of the his coworker, and he's like,
Right.
help me. So I guess that was Wanda. I assume.
I still don't
Because we don't-
So
because we saw
Darcy
it.
and Vision made no appearance in this episode either.
No. So we saw her explode and the hex went out and expanded and it turned everything to old school like black and white.
Right.
At that moment, did it like mind control everyone to act like,
I'm-
well,
I'm-
golly gee, I don't know about that.
I
Like,
think it did.
so I guess she is the one
Almost,
doing that.
yeah. But
But where does Agatha Harkness, like, why is she there?
because she felt the spell, is my assumption. She's like, holy shit,
'Cause it
that
showed-
went off like a bomb. What the heck?
Well,
was
because
that?
it showed Agatha Harkness at the beginning with the witch in not Harlem, in Salem, like
Correct.
and then
But that was character exposition.
because
for
like
Agatha
at the
directly.
end of last episode, she said, "I'm Agatha Harkness. Nice to finally meet you." And then she threw a spell at Wanda, and her eyes went purple. And I think that was the exposition we got at the beginning of this episode. But then it doesn't show why, like how she found Wanda, like why is she like in like
Because she's curious.
like
I
when did
think
she learn about Wanda?
Probably when the reality thing went off. I imagine it's much like
Oh yeah.
because it was so magically powerful. She just because she knows magic, she felt it.
And
go
she was
off,
just around in the
detected
area,
it.
or she was just
It could have been big enough to feel on the other side of the planet.
yeah, maybe she just
Like,
felt a
it's-
super
it's
strong magic.
covering kilometers,
Yeah. So
miles.
I wonder if they'll explain that any further, if it's just like she's there, which is cool with me, but
Right. So I see that we have a couple of things developing.
yeah.
Vision 2.0, I am almost positive is evil. 99% positive is just evil.
So we know that Westview Vision can't survive outside the hex
Correct.
because he's created in it, I guess. So
And when he tried to leave, he was falling apart.
yeah.
But all the bits were flying back into
Yeah.
the...
So he wasn't falling into vibranium.
Correct. He was getting sucked back in.
Yeah.
Even though he was getting torn apart. Second theory, third theory, fourth theory, whatever we're on. Evil Vision gets in a confrontation with real Vision.
With
And then-
with Westview Vision.
Yes. And then Agatha and Scarlet Witch do something that turns Evil Vision into Westview Vision.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Evil Vision's gonna be Westview Vision event at some point, but he's gonna be Evil Vision and whoop ass or something.
Nearly wreck everything.
So that's their like dismantling. It's like, yeah, right. That Hayward guy's full of shiz.
Right. I'm still not sure what he is after directly. Because it could be the vibranium.
I think it's a that end of after credit thing. I think it's just a sentient weapon. That's what, because it was like the vibranium money. That's what I was thinking, but I was like, that's weird.
Okay.
But at the end, he's like, we tried every single power source, so we're gonna use directly from the source. So obviously he was trying, because it's Sword in the comics is like sentient world observation and Sword and response division. So it's like they observe worlds with sentient life, But in this, it stands for Sentient Weapons Organization and Response Division or something. So they changed it a little bit. So it's specifically about sentient weapons. So what I'm thinking they're gonna do is this is gonna go down. Hayward's gonna get his ass kicked, whatever. He's gonna get killed, whatever. And then they're gonna rechange what Sword is all about. They're like, fuck this. It's like, and then Sword is gonna turn into Sentient World Observation and Response Division.
I see.
Instead of being a sentient weapon program.
I see. That's a good. I like that theory. But both. Everything there does not do anything with Pedro or Monica.
Yeah. So
So
Pedro.
I'm not
So
sure
we
where
know
they're
it was
going.
fake Pedro. That's what she said.
Yes.
But it's that actor. That's the one thing. The fact that it's that actor, and we know that Marvel has the rights to X-Men. It's like they wouldn't just get that actor.
Right.
Like unless it is just that. But I feel like they have to explain it somehow. I don't know. Because it's just like so weird.
Maybe he was available.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Like predictions for next episode. Because it's the last episode.
Correct.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like an hour long because I feel like they have quite a bit to
dig through. Correct. So, do you think that was the most expensive episode to produce?
Probably so far, yeah.
With
With all the magic and everything, just that beginning with Agatha, that's probably like more budget than like the first two episodes, combined. Well, people pointed out in like the first episode was they actually used a lot of practical effects. Like when Wanda was using magic on the plates, they actually had the plates on strings,
right,
and like moving them like they did back in the day. Like lots of practical effects.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, I think that's.
I want to hear your comments, get your feedback, whether we're right or wrong. Tune in next time.
Yeah, make sure like, comment, or subscribe. It would be awesome, and yeah, it'd probably help a lot. So yeah, we'll catch you next time on the last episode, and then probably more reactions in the future after that for Marvel and other things. So
More stuff.
yeah, sweet.
This is Fireside. We'll see
Yeah,
ya.
see ya.